All right, here we go. Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm Eric, the old Jarhead, and this is the old Jarhead Off-Road. And I'm heading out with Rattlesnake 4x4 to head to Cedar Tree. Now, if you've seen my last Cedar Tree video, this is totally different, folks. So hang with me on this one. I think you're gonna enjoy it. This is just a bunch of folks heading down the trail, having a good time. So let's see how it goes. Let's get to it.
I just want you all to know that it has been years since I wheeled a stock height rig. This is going to be a little bit different.
Welcome back to the real world.
Right. Should we let a stock rig lead? No, I'm good. We'll be just fine. I did rim rock in a stock Jeep. I can do this.
And besides, he doesn't have a winch.
My husband makes sure I'm completely stocked with every piece of recovery gear that I don't know how to work. So if you need anything, Doug, you just let me know.
Hey, if I need, I'll call if I need help. I'll be all right.
Sounds like a challenge to get some education on that recovery gear.
Maybe after my legs have healed.
I was going to say, I could get stuck just for fun. Well, I'm already getting two charges. The 3 craft and 50 right off the trail. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go in and off the whatever the school guys.
Yeah, if you find a T35 or T35, I need one of those.
Is that the one that went flying off of the vehicle?
Possibly.
I can't remember what it was that I went to go test the Jeep and you'd left it on the tire.
That was probably it.
Sounds like Mandy owes you some souls.
Robert, watch yourself.
She used to like you. The only problem is she doesn't know where Harbor Freight is.
Driver's responsibility to inspect the vehicle before they take off driving. Yeah, just go to the side of that log. You'll be fine, Mandy. That's the problem when you have a two-door up front.
Appropriate response would have been, what log?
Right?
Isn't that what we have four-wheel drive for?
The two-door just fits right through. I gotta admit, my LJ would have just slipped right through there like it was nothing.
My school bus did.
Mine would have too. I just was, you know, looking at it. Got a leaner up here. Reminds me of that time we were, where were we, Lance? On LB Hills or something like that, and that tree came down right in front of the Irish.
Yeah.
Were you on that trip, Doug?
No, I missed that one. That's a fun section. Darcy thinks he has whiplash now. It's rough. I do think I'm going to miss the sway bar disconnects and the anti-rock. got a few folks here and some youths coming up. They're sitting still. We're gonna drive by them. Stay straight, crossing the road.
Trying to get a eyeball view of the front camera on that tree.
She was eyeballing a lug nut in the middle of the trail. And no, I'm not talking about you, lad.
Cedar Tree, folks, is one of those trails that's actually kind of hard to find, even if you've been there once before, like a year earlier. It's a little tough to find the start of the trail. It's a very, very narrow trail with a lot of rocks and roots and dips and all kinds of great stuff. Now, I'll tell you, I think that any stock Jeep Wrangler can get through this just fine with some careful driving. And I would recommend, if you're going with a stock Wrangler, you go with somebody else, maybe who's got a winch and some recovery gear just in case. But we had two mostly stock Jeeps on this trip, and they did perfectly fine. Good drivers? Sure, but they did fine. The rest of the Jeeps? Ha! Not even close to stock, folks. Let's see how it goes.
Your favorite puzzle ahead. 2 trees offset.
You're good through there?
Great.
I jumped out thinking maybe someone might be a spot, but it looks like not. Yeah, Lance still has to squeeze through there. It'll be alright.
Got room for days on the backside.
that?
What'd I drop?
Oh, you're good.
I didn't drop anything?
There's an intersection just up here. I stopped and held back. Do I need to turn around?
No, we're still coming.
Now, as a little introduction to some of these Jeeps, that black and green Jeep is Lance's monster. You can find Lance over at Living for Today on YouTube. And the kind of dark gray with some purple accents Jeep that you see here and there, that is Megapixel. That's Mandy, Lance's wife.
Nope, you're gonna have to back up. He bumpered it.
I did, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to. Okay.
There.
Okay.
So Lance's is running on 40s. It's a 3.8 with a supercharger. I mean, this thing's long arms, you name it. It's pretty crazy Jeep. It has everything you could imagine. Mandy's is running on 37s, I believe, and hers is also pretty incredible. Awesome Jeeps, incredibly built. Now the red Jeep, that is a hard rock that is basically stock. I think Snow was running 33s at this time and is planning on putting the metal cloak dual rate suspension in it, which I love. And that's what I have in my Jeep. I'm up front and you really can't see me. You'll get a glimpse every once in a while. But unfortunately, in the first half of this video, what you're seeing today, you don't get to see me much. But I'm running a metal cloak true dual rate 2.5-inch suspension on 35s. Now the other mostly stock Jeep is Doug's Willys. I think that was running 35s.
Lots of room, Mandy. You got it.
Otherwise, that's a box stock JL right there.
Thank you.
And then we also had Rick in the white TJ. That one's lifted, 35s, all kinds of good stuff under it. So all of these Jeeps, I mean, really quite capable. Of course, the two stalkers, hey guys, you know what? If you're running a Rubicon or a Willys, you got at least limited slip, you're gonna do fine on Cedar Tree. It's really not a tough trail to do. So let's keep going.
These trees aren't very strong, or they get some bad wind here.
I have to admit that I'm always kind of impressed with where Lance can squeeze that monster. I mean any Jeep on 40s with the appropriate lift, etc. Come on, folks, that's a big tank of a Jeep. He calls it his school bus, and believe me, he drives that thing in places I just didn't think it would go.
good old Bruce here, the name of the Willies. This is its first time off-road. Not bad doing a badge of honor trail for its christening.
It has a strong future ahead of it.
On camber.
Interesting thing about this trail is the last time we did it in the rain, it was totally different.
Well, this in the mud, it'd be a whole different animal, right?
Yeah, almost seemed like it was maybe smoother though, but Darcy says it wasn't. Now I have to tell you, honestly, folks, some of the most fun you can have wheeling is in a group. And I know sometimes we all just kind of get out on our own and do things, but sometimes in a group, it's just a lot of fun because you all can just kind of banter back and forth on the radio, tell each other what's going on, joke about things, have a good time. It kind of makes it more fun. And I've got to tell you, if you're not a member of a club, a 4x4 club, Jeep club, whatever, I really would suggest you check into it and consider it, even if you're running a stock Jeep and you're just barely getting into it today and you think, man, there's no way I want to get involved with these guys. They got monster Jeeps, they just rock crawl or whatever. It's not really true. And you're going to see in an upcoming couple videos of mine here in the next little while that these monster Jeeps got out and spent a lot of time on the pavement and just Forest Service roads and had a great time. So just because folks in clubs that you might look at and ponder whether you should join or not, just because they've got Jeeps that are all tricked out, doesn't mean you shouldn't join with your stock Jeep. We do a lot of stuff that you don't have to have a tricked out Jeep to go do. We just have a good time. We get out in the woods, we enjoy ourselves, and that's really what this video is about, folks, is we just really were having a really good time out there wheeling at Cedar Tree.
It's amazing how cool my Jeep runs when it's full of transmission fluid.
Yeah, I bet it's awful happy, huh?
I might be able to put my little custom American flag grill back in.
That's a fun one. Perfect. I did have to admit I did miss my skinny Jeep there for a second. Lots of room on the passenger side, Mandy. You're good. Stay straight a little bit. A little more straight. Let's just go straight. Now, driver. You got it, straight down.
Thank you.
Huh, my Gaia map just showed up.
Yeah, we had service for a second. Crossing another road here. We're almost to the tree.
What's the significance of the tree?
It's the tree that the trail was named after, the big cedar tree.
Copy that.
Used to be able to drive under it, but I don't even think a stock Jeep can now. They filled it in a little bit.
I think you overplayed it when you said we were coming to the trees.
Single tree, one tree. It's called Cedar Tree. Yeah, they logged this, what, a year or two ago? No, more than that. As a guy that runs a sawmill, I can tell you these trees have been down at least 10 years. So it's strange to me they haven't replanted it yet then. Yeah, they don't seem to do that anymore.
Doesn't even look like they cleaned up their slash.
What the heck's going on here? There's a perfectly good road right off to our right. I don't understand. Jeepers. we have to stay off of them.
This is the spot you take pictures at, Mandy.
So which tree was it?
The big one to your right, the whole big old cedar that fell down. You should be able to drive underneath it.
Somebody moved it.
Now folks, I'm just about to end this part 1 of this 2-part video. I thought about trying to make the whole thing, but honestly, this is about an hour and a half plus of wheeling, and it's really hard to put all that together and really show you what it is. So I got plans to put the second half out. I hope you enjoy it. Be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought. Like, and of course, if you're not subscribed, it's free, so give me a subscription. It'll help the channel out. Thanks for watching, folks. Can't wait to show you the next half. And more to come. The old Jarhead out.
I'm probably going.
Yep, looks like you're leading.
Which is fine. I don't mind. It's just a matter of getting to the trail. That's the part that,
Yeah. Well, now you see what I was talking about. It's
Oh, dude, it's hard.
it's hard to find the trail. Once you find it, you're on it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. But finding it, and I had it on my GPS, so I knew where it was. All right, well, let's get rolling.
Hydraulic?